Hey guys, welcome back in. Gonna continue this Nomad playthrough. Now I haven't been on in a couple days. I meant to get on yesterday for a while and just farm this planet for resources, and it never worked out. But I'm gonna jump on this evening for a couple hours and hopefully make some nanites and find some stuff. So I'm not sure if I started on the planet or not. Okay. Alright, there are a few things I do want to get installed. I do want the economy scanner. I need 5 processors. Alright. Bring in my exocraft. I think I may have a couple in there. Oh, I need to build a thing though. Oh, I don't have any processors. Alright, well, while I'm here, might as well scan for a drop pod. Alright, so I'm gonna need 5 metal plating. No, 5 carbon nanotubes. Which I actually can use some of those. Five of these. Actually, only 4. Alright. Let's get this installed. And I should get my trade rocket installed too. Alright, yeah, let's get that installed too. So I don't really need to have that, but it can come in handy if I find any like contraband or anything like that. Those are in my ship. Didn't really find those. Alright, while I'm here, do a scan and see if I can find a different ship. I have no idea what ship I looked at last time. But what I want to do is I want to try to visit as many camps and ships as I can. The camps I mainly want to get the multi-tool and whatever's in the wheelbarrows. But what I am going to do is I'm going to find find a trading post that's on this planet. Because I'm going to set up almost like a temporary base. That way I have access to a terminal, and I should be pretty safe there from any storms, stuff like that. A lot of times I'll use like a regular building somewhere, but buildings are pretty spread out on dissident worlds, so. Get down here and put down a beacon. Then I'm gonna go find the sentinel pillar, get that marked. That way I can shut down the sentinels. And all I'm gonna do is run around and try to farm up echolocators, radiant shards, maybe even grab some gravitino balls, stuff like that. So I'll be spending quite a while on this planet. All I'm gonna do is put down one of these, and I'll just make this one green. That's just how I color code stuff. How much oxygen do I have? I need to get some oxygen. I keep hoping to find like a big batch of it somewhere. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some portable refiners. I think 3 will be fine. I'll just have, you know, something like this. Alright, I think that'll work for me. Yeah, no, actually, put some fuel in them before I forget that. Kind of like what I did with the runaway mold earlier. I just want to have these in place so that I can have 3 different batches. I might expand this into like 5 refiners eventually, depending on how much stuff I can get. Alright, yeah, I need to unlock a lot of room in this thing too. Alright, at least I do have a few storage augmentations I can use. Yeah, because, the radiant shards take, I don't know how long these take. I want to say they're like 40 something seconds. Just toss this in real quick. Okay, so 54 seconds. Alright, so that ain't bad. The radiant shard is going to be a problem though, because you get 95 out of them, so I have to actually do those separately. Actually, I want to see how long it takes to do just one. Okay, 22 seconds. So that's why I've got the multiple refiners, so that I can just you know, put one of each mirror in at a time, and I'll just be doing this back and forth for God knows how long. This dihydrogen out of here. Alright. Start off by putting those right in my ship. I'm just trying to keep things somewhat organized. It's not really working. Alright, so I'm gonna just pop that thing off. Alright, looks like I've got a couple buildings right around me. Got a building over that way. There's one that's like straight this way too. Can't see either one right now. Alright, I'm just trying to kind of group things together. That way I can look in here and hopefully, yeah, be able to... That way I can kind of look at the screen real quick and know how much stuff I've collected. Just do quick math. Alright, that'll work. Alright, so I think I'm gonna head, actually I wonder what's over there. Yeah, actually I'm gonna head right over to that, sentinel pillar, that way I can shut that down, and, oh, is that a crash ship over there? Alright, we'll hit that crash ship too. Yeah, shut down that sentinel pillar. Actually, before I leave here, just remembered I have a, let me make sure I still have it. My ship? Yeah, there we go. My atmosphere harvester. I'm gonna build one of those here also. Of course, I can't put it up here because they're going to want me to put it on the ground. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to wire glitch it. Oh, I can't wire glitch it, can I? Oh, alright. Must be on the terrain. I was thinking I could just wire glitch it, but that won't work. I can build that, okay. So what I'm gonna do, am I gonna be able to do that? I'm actually gonna pick that up. Going to put that in my cache, copy that, and glitch it in. And I'm gonna have to replace that refiner. That way I can produce sulfurine here. Sulfurine I should be able to convert back. Actually, what does sulfurine give me? Oh, I can't pull that from here, can I? Oh. I'm pretty sure, let's see what's in here. Oh, we got magnetized ferrite in here, so... Actually, I'd want to grab this pure ferrite too. And I'll grab this magnetized. Alright, so I'm still gonna go ahead and feed this thing though. I think I can get ferrite dust out of sulfurine, but I'm not sure. Just so I can make more refiners if I need it. And make sure I fill this back up. Alright. So, I'll just leave that running. I'm pretty sure I can get ferrite dust out of sulfurine. Because if I end up making more refiners, it'll be good to have on hand. I do want to grab... Let's see, that's 35, I'm going to need 15. So I only need like 8 of that. Because I still have a crash ship to go pick up too. So I want to try to get that stuff ready. Write this down here for now. Actually, you get that refined. Just get all the stuff together that I'm gonna need for a ship, and do that one extra. That. I'd like to just make sure I have everything in my exosuit I'm gonna need. We got a storm coming in. Alright. Might as well just refill these. Alright, so first thing... Oh, I have extra multi-tools, don't I? Oh, yeah, jeez. Alright, first thing, first thing, I'm gonna go get rid of all these multi-tools, and I'm gonna pick up that ship first, then I'll go take care of the multi-tools. I knew I had extra multi-tools, I didn't realize I had that many, though. So... Yeah, that way I can scrap... Oh, and does this planet have water on it? It does, okay, so... I'm gonna find a spot to put down some fishing traps as well. I just have to remember to go pick them up. Luckily that's one of those things that you can just set down and let it run. What do we have? Alright. Nice big hauler. Only a C class, but 8% shield, that's not good. Alright, we're gonna claim that and fix it up. And there's nothing else in it worth repairing, so I'm not gonna bother with it. Now I should get a mod out of this thing. Just go search the pilot. Alright, a hot mod. Nice. That'll be useful. So grab this. Got the wrong multi-tool on again. Remember, I got animals on this planet too. Let's see if I can scan this guy. That's about it for animals. Alright, that one's cool, so we'll go grab that one. So yeah, a lot of this is just going to be me running around grabbing radiant shards and mirrors. I want to get the sentinels turned off before I start messing around with too much of it though. And what I'll do is I'll grab some gravitino balls every now and then. And probably just sell them. That's one of the reasons I try to do this at like a trade post. That way you can just sell stuff right there. Grab this. That'll upset him. Yeah, these guys are going to get annoying really quick on this planet. There's a good amount of oxygen plants. And all the hazardous flora here, it looks like. Okay. I don't want to get too far from my ship. Yeah, I'm grabbing all this extra oxygen now because I do anticipate building more refiners. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of refining going on. Especially if I can find runaway mold here too. You know, I'm gonna go get rid of the ship and stuff. Starting to get distracted. Get the ship and multi-tool out of the way and come back down here. Further away than I thought. Alright, so get the multi-tools out of the way first, that way you can just sell everything. And do that shift and then head back down. Keep forgetting that it gives you a different menu when you're in your ship. Alright, now transfer this right to my ship, get rid of that, toss that in there.
Technology recharge.
Start scrapping these off. See, I'm breaking down stuff in this mainly for the carbon nanotubes because I still have quite a few drop pods to unlock. So, alright, so there's one done. Yeah, it saves me from having to craft nanotubes. Get rid of that. Actually, get rid of that as well. You don't normally find the optical drill already installed on multi-tool. Don't see that very often. Alright. Break down this stuff. Like, I'm not worried about the money, I want the resources more than anything. So, it's still 2 million for that multi-tool though. Pretty good. This should have been my original multi-tool. Yep. I'll just break that down. It's a good multi-tool though. Used it for, what, 30 hours, something like that? I don't know if it's really worth me holding on to this one or not. That stuff really wasn't all that great. So, break all this down. Alright, we'll get rid of that one. That way you can load right up on multi-tools. Alright. Wow, quite a bit of stuff out of that. Let's see what these are. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Binding speed 19. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine. Get rid of that one. Not too lucky you see A class that are better than S class. That one's no good. Alright, what do we have? No good. No good. No good. I'm gonna end up with too many wiring looms again. See, on those, I'm mainly looking for damage and reload. It's like every time I look in here, I see more mods. Alright. Well, a couple things I do want to keep is I want to keep these. Oh, we got another mod. Nope, we're good. We'll keep some of that. Get this thing flipped around. Alright. Oh, got a lot of junk now. Jesus. I thought I was doing good by cleaning up my backpack a little bit. Doesn't really look like it, does it? Some of this pugnium out of here too. I think I actually need some of that in my ship. Nope, I don't. Just burn all that off. At least that goes really quick. Alright, so just sub off all this other garbage. Put that in my ship. Alright, and what am I at? Actually, stick those down here. Alright, so let's get rid of some of those wire looms and all this chromatic metal. Whoops. Yeah, I don't need all that chromatic metal. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna need... I don't have any salt, do I? Alright. I can probably get salt right from that planet, actually. If not, I've got some chlorine that I can make some salt out of. Because I need to do those fishing traps, and I think those cost... I believe it's 50 salt a piece. But it also takes metal plating, too. So I might have to run back to that, trade post. I'm gonna need to make up a bunch of metal plating, but I don't know how expensive they are. Alright, get this ship out of my inventory now. That way that's out of the way. And sell off a bunch of stuff. This is, and it's junk. I'm just breaking these down to get the wiring looms now. Back my ship. Alright, I was hoping I'd get more than that. Actually, I'm gonna sell those. Sell that too. Just to expand this, make it easier. Let's just see what's in here. I'm just gonna sell that off too. Alright, so I got 36 wiring looms. That should be enough. So I'll get rid of all of those. Alright. And actually, I have a little bit, yeah, I got some ferrite dust here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand that ferrite dust. So right now I've got 35, so I'm gonna put that in there. And I have that little bit of oxygen. I'm gonna put that in there. That'll give me rusted metal. So that will actually bring me from 35 ferrite dust up to 70. Alright, set that going. So that you can expand that way. Just add oxygen to your ferrite dust and give you rusted metal that you can refine into double the amount. And you can keep doing that as long as you have oxygen. Alright, so I'm gonna sell... Actually, is there anything I want to buy here? No, I'm good. I was gonna grab that pure ferrite, but it's not worth it. Alright, so... sell off some of this stuff. I only want to sell 8 of these. What, 961 of this. Yeah, that looks good enough. Quad servos I don't need anymore. I think that's everything. Oh no, I still have all that crap. Oh, that's my ship. Alright, so I do have... Yeah, that's right, it would be 70. What happens if I just put that in? Nothing, alright. So do that, get that going. Then I'll just do the same thing with this fairy dust again. Just use up that little bit of extra oxygen. Actually, just get rid of that chromatic metal too. Alright. So how far along is that? Stuff takes so long sometimes. I'm actually just gonna hit stop and get that out of there. Turn the rest of that off. And I'll flip it back around. Get it making some ferrite dust. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head back to that little that trading post and see how expensive these fishing traps are gonna be, because I'm gonna have to get some chlorine as well. Get the fishing traps in place and then go from there. Put that over there. Alright, now run that off. Alright. So I'm going to be looking for that green beacon. I know I need a bunch of metal plating for these. I don't remember how much. Actually, I gotta mute my mic for a sec. Okay, let's see what we've got. Alright, fishing traps. Oh, okay, so I'll need 9 metal plating for those. Alright, let's see. Grab that sulfurine. I'm pretty sure that should give me ferrite dust. Hopefully I'm right. No, it gives me radon. Can I mix that? Paraffinium. What about oxygen? I thought you could mix this stuff with something. Alright, so that plan's not gonna work. Actually, hold on a sec, let me just check the app real quick. Yeah, I was wrong. So let's jump back in here. There is a way, but I think you actually lose out on this. You go with ferrite dust. Alright, that's a 1-to-1. Yeah, that's not going to work. Because you can take the paraffinium and get ferrite dust back, but it's also a 1-to-1 ratio. So you actually don't gain anything out of it. So that isn't going to work for me. Alright. So I'm going to have to make... Well, actually, I don't need 9 metal plating. I'd like to have it, though. I'd rather be low on stuff and have to make it up later. Alright. Do that, and I need to bring this in. Now let me land here. I normally, yeah, alright. I'm gonna say I normally put it up here. Alright. Let me grab out that away. Grab this chlorine. Alright. 50. Let me just make up a bunch of that. I don't want to do it like that though. Well, actually, I would need 75 of this. So that'll give me all the salt I need. I do want to expand this though a little bit so I have some extra. Yeah, I'd like to just make sure I have all my stuff sorted out before I actually go and start building stuff. I over prepare for stuff a lot of times. So. Yeah, I do this, that way it doesn't start filling up stuff up here. I'm just trying to avoid it getting all cluttered. Even though it looks cluttered here anyway. Just the way my brain works sometimes. Alright, so that would be enough salt. We got plenty of oxygen now. Let me just stick that chlorine in there. Toss some oxygen in. Yeah, at least chlorine's nice and quick to process. I always like to try to keep, you know, a couple hundred on me. It's real cheap to make, so.
Technology recharge.
Alright. And I made too much, didn't I? Yeah, I always do. Alright, and I'm actually going to need 2 more. Yeah, because I don't have any more beacons, so 2 more metal plated. I want to make sure I mark yeah, make sure I mark where I put those fishing traps. Right, let's just sell that off. Alright. So I'm gonna get those fishing traps in place, and then I'll go shut down the pillar and start actually farming stuff. I thought I was better off on my materials. I didn't realize I'd have to refine so much stuff. Alright, so I'm just gonna go right down here. Try to land on one of these little islands. What I try to do though is I try to be somewhat near the water, like a building that's on the water, so I don't have to pay to take off, but I don't know if there's going to be much of that here. Eventually I'll find a building that's got a landing pad. I don't know if I want to actually search for it though. I thought that was a drop pod for a second. And so I'll just take a few seconds. See if I can find a place with free parking. Sometimes you'll run into factories that are right there, but alright, this is gonna have to work. Alright. Just toss down 3 traps. I'll have to just remember to come back and grab these. Alright. I'll put down a blue marker here. Okay, these should show up near HUD, but I'm not sure how far away they show up. And I'm not sure if you can actually see them from the sky. Alright, do I have underwater creatures here? Ground flying. Okay, so 3 of them are underground. Oh, one of them's found in a certain spot. Underwater, found in the north. Alright, which I'm actually in the north, so take a few seconds, see if I can spot anything out here. One of them. I'll get 2 of them. I'm probably missing the rare one though. Nope, I got the rare one. Good. Oh no, the one in the north is still here. That might be like a deep water one. There's other stuff that I can scan. Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of searching, see if I can find that last fish. Alright. I figured I'd be far enough north for it. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, and it's probably like out in the middle of the ocean somewhere. I think I got another flying creature though that I need. I think it was flying. Oh no, underground. Everybody's favorite. Underground. Alright, while I'm here, grab a couple things. Nighttime already. Water crystal sulfide. Alright. Might as well grab this because I can use that rusted metal right now. Alright, so get that burning off. Get that night ship. Alright, get over to that sentinel pillar so I can shut that down. And what I'll do is I'll leave a red marker here. That way I can always locate it again later on. I'm gonna start running around and looting everything. Still going. Alright, see what we got for our multi-tool here. Oh, just a B-class, nothing special. Shut down sentinels. you got free reign of the planet. So, one of these down, make it red. Alright, so they're just picking up supplies now. Now if I head to these resonators, they should have, you know, if there were any enemies with them, I should be able to loot whatever they left behind. I shouldn't have to worry about getting attacked by anything. Yep, there's all these canisters. This is how you get like the crystallized hearts and stuff like that. Or other junk that you don't really need. I should be able to attack him without any issue. Alright. An inverted mirror. Oh, I did not even see that there. Alright, let's just get rid of these stupid things. Try to replenish some of that oxygen I just used up. So, it's kind of what I'll do. I'll just kind of roam around and pick up whatever I can find. Now I don't have to worry about sentinels. I'm not really after money right now, but I could just grab up a whole bunch of gravitino balls. I'm trying to think of what the heck they call them. Oh. I was wondering why my multi-tool didn't feel right when I was shooting that resonator. I'm going, why does my multi-tool not feel like it's doing enough damage? Oh, that's that other crap. Yeah, my reload should be a lot better now when I take this one out. But this is how I end up with like so many echo locators, because I'll just run around and just kill as many of these as I can find. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Alright. Don't see any extra stuff here. A lot of times there'll be extra crates from the enemies that were around it when I shut them down. Ooh, big old thing of these. See, like if I was using the mining beam as well as the one that comes in this thing, they call it hijack. Yeah, if I had like a regular mining beam there too, my stuff would never overheat. Well, it would eventually, but it would take, you know, multiple minutes to actually overheat. what I'm really after is these radiant shards. They take longer to refine, but there's practically no risk in picking them up. So, just an easy way to get a good amount of nanites. Because I'll have like five or six refiners going at once. So I'll be making, you know, like 900 nanites in a minute, you know. So it's not too bad. It's just a lot of just running back and forth though. So I do have a... Oh, it's a regular cargo drop. Maybe it was a buried tech. Buried cache, whatever they call them. Grab that one. Yeah, the Sentinels are already becoming a little bit of a pain here, so you just shut them right down. That way I can just roam around. Shards. I could always just refine these shards as I walk around too. What does my oxygen look like now? Alright, I do have a little extra, so I will grab some of these. So I would imagine I'd probably want to make probably 2 or 3 more refiners eventually. Continue picking up tech and all that good stuff. The buried caches, everything else. What was in here?
Technology recharge.
Some stuff stacking up pretty quick already. Get rid of some of this stuff. Alright, so yeah, I did get one of those crystallized hearts. Yeah, so you can get them just by picking up those little canisters that drop next to the resonators. That's actually a little too far away. I want to be turning around here extremely. I want to go over and grab that drop pod. Alright. Oh, I have a ship that I want to look at too. Alright, there's my ship. Oh, I already got that one. That's scanned. Oh, I meant to add more slots to my ship when I was at the space station. I totally forgot about it. Alright, and I still do need an underground animal, so I'm gonna kind of linger here for a few moments. See if I can get one to come out. See if I can get a marker to pop up. Not looking good. Alright. Just keep moving then. Lost track of my ship somehow. There we go. I'm just trying to grab anything that's kind of close by. Over here. Looks like there's a few canisters over here too. A bunch of canisters. Look at all these. It's all just free stuff. A lot of it's antimalarium, but that stuff you can actually refine into pugnium and make nanites out of. Alright, continue, keep losing my ship. Grab that buried tech and then I'll cut to the right. A lot of hazardous plants here. No, I don't want to interact with them. Oh, I accidentally fed him. Get rid of that. For some reason I get it stuck in my head that there's a flying creature I still need, but it's underground. Underground and an underwater. And that kind of cape probably won't work for me. Yeah, I like it when you get a large group of radiant shards like this. And you can just tear right through them pretty quickly and move on. Oh, that's that regular stuff. ship is over here. Oh, it's combat supplies. Okay, cash.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright, get back to my ship. Go grab that drop pod. Yeah, a lot of times I like to just kind of, land at an area, just kind of run around for like 10-15 minutes, loot up a bunch of stuff. Alright, this is the type of cave I'm looking for, though. These like shallow caves for underground animals. Typically they'll show up. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes though. Oh, another combat supply over here. Alright. So it doesn't look like an animal's going to show up for me, so move on. Come in here and get all my stuff recharged too. Alright, get over to that ship. Hopefully it's one I haven't been to yet. This actually looks familiar. I think I may have been here. That's a good cave though, there might be an underground creature in there. Yeah, I've been here. I'm gonna hang out a few seconds. I'm gonna get an animal to pop in.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh yeah, I need to recharge my stuff. Alright, I wanted to make sure those sentinels were still off too. Alright, got a couple buried casuals there. Buried tech rather. That's kind of far. So this is how I get the road. Take these guys out when I see them. Oops, I know. A lot of hazardous plants. Something buzzing around me. I can hear it. Can't see it though. Oh, there he is. Another mirror. Getting way more of this stuff than I intended. Alright, I'm gonna charge this stuff up.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Toss that
Technology
in there.
recharge.
Like, not even near that, and I'm still getting hit by it. I forgot I had that drop pod tagged also. I think I'll probably end up heading over that way. Got a building too over here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here to dig up, but it's all like 300 units away. He's gonna give me more dye. Yeah, I don't have any use for that. Alright, crack that open. Actually just put these down here. They stop taking up room. It's in here. Alright. If I remember right, I think this stuff is a 1-to-2 ratio. Yeah. Move all that up. I thought I had more of it than that.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, so I'll have a bunch of pugnium to run off later. I know I saw a building over here somewhere. I've got damaged machinery though. Another one here. I saw more damaged machinery here. Dude, there's so many markers. I wish I could turn off like half of them. buried cache. And got a whole bunch of radiant shards over here too. Okay, yeah, there is a building over there. There's that. Oh, that's kind of far away. Oh, it's just one of those. This is a good sized cave. I should be able to find my underground creature here. As long as it's not... Okay, always active. Let's give it a few seconds. Interact with this real quick. The animal does not want to show up. A lot of times just scanning stuff will make them pop in. And run out of stuff to scan. Oh. That. A pretty cool looking location. Camera. He's in a hurry. These underground creatures sometimes takes forever for them to show up. Normally I have pretty good luck with them. Yeah, usually you just hang out, you know, like a minute or so and you pop right in. Okay, harmonic scrap, that's another good thing to look for. That will bring you to a camp. So you got a pre-camp out of this, and have to use a echolocator. What I am going to do though is I'm going to bring my ship in. Alright, jump in here real quick. I gotta hop over a second, so I'll be right. Alright, get this refiner rolling. Stick all this back over here. I just want to keep moving this stuff into it. Clean up my backpack a little bit. Quite a bit of salvage data now. Break down some of these mods too. Try to make a little bit of room in here. Expand this. Alright. I'll stick all my pugnium down here. Crystallized hearts can go down here too. Alright, so I've got quite a few radiant shards already. I just try to keep some of this stuff somewhat organized. It's easier said than done though. Alright, and this one's done. Kind of do the same thing with the pugnium, that way it lands down here instead of up top. I should probably do the same thing with this stuff. I'll have a little bit extra coming out. Actually, let me put that in there for now. Alright, now I'll drag that in. Alright, so I've got 87 of that. So I'll do the same type of deal. Because I'm picking up a lot of this stuff, so that way I get my stacks all kind of laid out already. I meant to only put one in there. Alright. That way all my fresh stacks have a landing spot. Put that down there. There we go. Yeah, so if you're ever on one of these planets and you can't find a camp and you don't have a map, look for harmonic scrap. That'll point you to a camp. Hopefully, I think this is the last one that I can put down, so I'm just gonna make it purple so it stands out. If I go into my log, I want to abandon that, so hopefully it'll send me to a new ship. And get that out of there. I can actually start burning off some of these too. Make sure that's full. Because those take about a minute. Alright, let's go do this. So 12, 1, and 7. Hopefully that will send me to a different ship. Alright, grab the multi-tool first, so that's out of the way. And see if I get lucky here. So far, so bad. Not having good luck on these. Wow, awful camp. Alright. See if I can do anything with any of this stuff. No idea what that is. Get rid of all that. Alright, so that camp sucked. I'll try to keep feeding that thing. Alright, take a look at the area. I'm still waiting for an underground creature to appear. Figured if I just sat in my ship for a couple minutes, did a little refining, that they'd show up. So, grab that resonator. Oh, I gotta switch my multi-tool. Oh, got a double. Actually, probably, yeah, I can only do one of these at a time, which sucks. Let's stick it in there though. Yeah, you can get a lot of money just from the gravitino balls on these planets. They don't care much for the money right now, but you could always just fill up your ship with gravitino balls and make a small fortune.
Now protection falling.
Got that buried cash. I think I used up all my good RNG on these things early. Because they've been pretty poor. Give me stuff I don't need. Did I not tag that? Yeah, this would be a pain without shutting down the sentinel pillar. Seems would be all sentinels would be on me constantly. Seems like when you get spotted by one of them, they just don't go away. So being able to shut them down is a good thing to have. Take that. There is a resonator somewhere around me. I can hear it. Run down here. Actually, it gives me a chance to grab nanites out of here. Toss in another stack. And also check my fuel. Yeah, you can only do 3 of them at a time. Makes it kind of a pain. Alright, you got damaged machinery over there. There's a resonator somewhere here. I use my backpack, I'm hearing. How far away is that? 190? Yeah, it must be my backpack that I'm hearing. Oh, it might actually be animals that I'm hearing. I'm just going to get rid of that. Somebody, oh, got a drop pod. Let's stop and grab that. Still looking for that underground creature too. Yeah, this planet's actually more hilly than I thought it was. It is kind of a pain to try to traverse too.
Ground protection falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah, so a lot of times I'll just run around and do stuff like this for, you know, 3-4 hours, whatever, till I get bored with it, and then move on to something else. Alright, get a scanner mod. I got something decent. It's probably not very good though. Nope. I think I'm kind of maxed out on a lot of stuff. So the upgrade mods aren't really worth it a lot now. What I'm really after are the X-Class mods. They seem few and far between though. Grab these. Another building over that way. Grab this cash. Head towards that building. And then after a couple hours, the sentinels will start to repopulate. So you'll have to shut them down again, or if like you leave the system, they will as well. Or when you get a storage augmentation. Finally, something decent out of one of those. Gonna head towards that building. Yeah, that building has a damaged machinery with it too. So that should actually be like a proper NPC building. It should be anyway. But it isn't. It's a terminal. There is at least a damaged machinery there. Run over and grab that. Grab this. And another scanner? Mineral and fauna. Let's get rid of that one too. Tossing these in. Well, I must have a good amount of salvage data in my ship now. Where's that stuck at? 1%. Alright. More shards. I'm very surprised I haven't found that underground creature yet. Oh, there we go. That's one of those squid things. Alright, good. So that's out of the way. So I just have to worry about an underwater creature now. Let's see what that resonator is. Oh, this is another thing to look out for, these things. Because these can give you good stuff too. This one's rusted metal, but they can give you upgrades. Very cache must be in a cave. I have lots of marker for it. There we go. I'm just going to go right down. Typically, I don't like to do that. See what this guy's got. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a couple more echolocators. I'm glad that underground creature's out of the way too. Thing was getting mad and trying to find. See what this is. If there's any hazardous flora on this planet, I think I'd hit it. Alright, got a waypoint, so that's good. Gonna point me to a minor settlement. This definitely isn't the quickest way to get nanites, but it's pretty passive, you know, you don't have to really worry about anything, just, you know, keep your light support up and your hazard charge, but it's a pretty easy way to just run around getting nanites and other stuff at the same time. Alright, got some minor settlement. Take a quick look. Hoping that'd be something closer. I've got to be jumping off here shortly, so That's the one I just killed, isn't it? A very tech there too, and looks like there's a damaged machinery as well. Yep. Alright, dig that up, flip this around. Data. Another damaged machinery. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be curious deposits here as well, but I haven't seen anything. So learn a couple words too. Alright, so I think I'm just going to bring my ship in. I've got to be jumping off. I think I have a pretty good supply of stuff. Still a lot of other stuff I want to do though. So I'm going to see if I can get on tomorrow morning and just continue gathering stuff. I think I'm just gonna head straight to that trading post though. I want to have I can refine off all the stuff I already have. I'm tempted to attack this thing. I don't think I'm going to though, because I think the Space Sentinels or the interceptors, I think they still show up. Even if you have them turned off. So head for that save beacon. Yeah, this planet's actually a little harder to run around than I anticipated. So I might spend a couple more hours here just farming up stuff, and then I might end up going to a different system with a planet that's a little flatter, if I can find one anyway. I think that's gonna end up doing it for me tonight. Do that thing. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys swinging in, and I will see you next time. Take care.